guys! 안녕하세요, KEYO입니다. Hi, I'm KEYO, and welcome back to another Reading Your Comments. A long time ago, I asked you guys, we were trying to start a series on this channel, and that series is continuing today. But in the last video, I asked you what your favorite language, or one that you wanted to learn was, and these were the results. Vlad said, machine code and language. And that sounds like a task. I can do the type of coding that's like HTML or CSS based, but other than that, I'm not really a programmer. I did learn ActionScript there for a while, but I have to refresh myself on that. That takes a lot of time, and I wish you the best of luck. Kayla said, obviously Japanese. I have a feeling that a lot of people in this are gonna pick Japanese, but I highly recommend it. Quarter Pirate said, I really want to learn Japanese. And Traza893 said that too. Technically he aired up to it, but I can insinuate that it means the same thing. Finky, pretty much for you guys that don't know this, is Pig Latin. Pig Latin is one of those things that you kind of learn like when you're growing up because it's one of those unique languages, but it's fairly easy to learn. Sammy obviously knows Japanese. Sammy is like my little sister, and she studied in Japan? She's visited a lot of places, but she is heavily influenced by Japanese culture, like many of us are, and she could speak it. Like, she was taking language courses and stuff in it. Molly said Japanese, and I will learn it someday. This Japanese comment's catching up. Kitty Cat said German, and she's still working on it, and then she spewed out some German that I have no idea what it says. I can guess that it probably says something along the lines of like, I want to learn German. Cat is yet another little sis of mine. Oh, Oliver, Sarange! James typed out a bunch of binary. Now, binary is difficult for people like me because there's just a lot of zeros and ones. Binary is what the universal term of like computer speak. A lot of the old-fashioned computers, actually computers to this day, I believe still are using binary code in their BIOSes and whatnot like that. Now, when I was in college, there was a painter by the name of Wayne Page, and he actually used binary in all of his work, which was very fascinating. Patrick says Esperanto. Zach says Gaelic. I highly approve on this Gaelic thing. Gaelic sounds very, very beautiful as a language all on its own. Yes. Yes. Have you ever tried listening to Gaelic music? That shit is heaven. Okay. And that is all for this round. I know a lot of my followers love the Japanese culture and whatnot. Here's a little fun story about me and my many endeavors with language. So when I was in high school, I thought that I was only allowed to take Spanish. Like, I guess I just didn't pay attention that much. I ended up taking 2 years of Spanish. Because I had a C in the class, they wouldn't let me advance. I then moved on to French. My brother was learning French while I was learning Spanish, and I didn't know that I could have picked that option, or else we probably both would have been talking to each other in French to this day. On top of that, keep in mind, right now we've got two years of Spanish, 1 year of French. So that's 3 years of my high school that I spent learning a foreign language. By the time that I was in college, I then took a semester of French, which was more difficult than the high school. Go figure, it's college, and eventually kind of faded away from that and did not want to learn language there for a while. When I went back, I then took a semester of Japanese, which was very hard, and I could only make it through half the course because of work dilemmas and stuff like that. I eventually had to drop my class and could not complete it. Currently, within the last, let's see, I started this language about 5 years ago, and it's been an on and off spree, and this year I am tackling it, and I've gotten further than I have in the last like 5 years, in the last 3 months. But I'm learning Korean. I have a lot of Korean friends now over in South Korea. They have all been very, very helpful, teaching me the ways of the land. Or just language. I have been settling down. Last year, I spent a good chunk of my time learning the Hangul for it. It's pretty awesome. I can go to a place and just be like, yeah, this is this, and you know, I'm still learning what the words mean, but I have a plan to become fluent in it this year, which is why I incorporate some of it into my videos. The Korean culture to me is fascinating. It's very elegant and it's very sophisticated in a way. I have nothing but positivity to say about the Korean culture. The language is really awesome. My first attraction to it was back in high school. I went to this thing over here. I don't know about like other places or whatnot, but we have this thing called the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Now, for one of my friend's birthdays, we went to see it live. Like, there's a place down the street, it's like about an hour and a half away from me, that actually plays it in a theater, and they do a live set. Like, they'll play the movie, and then they'll have like the stage with people, like volunteers, that'll go up there and they'll like tease and taunt the audience. Like, I think I was called the proxy-headed blonde, I think the first time that I went there. But they give out these little brown paper bags that are kind of like goodie bags. I got a Korean newspaper just for the hell of it. Like, it's all randomized. And I remember saving that Korean newspaper. If I still have it, it's probably in a box. I loved it. I loved the characters, the Hangul, the layout. It was just such a beautiful language to me. So that brought on the fascination. Now keep in mind, that was before I was even into the K-pop thing. I've only been into K-pop for the last 8 or 9 years now, and that has only been bringing forth the love of the Korean language. So now, this year, I've met a lot of people in South Korea, and they're very, very sweet, very helpful. They've answered all of my questions. They're willing to teach me, and I'm helping them all with English. That is how I'm learning this. And I plan to be fluent as fast as I can, just because I find the language very interesting. That is it for this Reading Your Comments segment. If you liked what you saw in this video, then definitely smash that thumbs up button for me. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The button will be down here somewhere at the bottom. I can never remember where it is. So until the next time that I upload a video for your beautiful faces, I will see you in the next video. Before I end this fully, the question for the next video is, if there is one place that you could travel to, where would it be and why? Because I love traveling. And I just got back from California, like, what, 2 weeks ago? And I love California, but I have bigger plans to go outside of the States. And I've already been outside of the States once, and I loved it. And I want to know where you guys would love to go or visit. Like I said, there's many places that I want to go. Yeah, that is going to be the question for the next video. Feel free to write your answers in the comments section below. I will definitely see you guys in the next video. So until then, saranghae, and good day.
H-U-F-F, huff and I puff, blow like snow when the cold winds blowing. Zoom, I hit the mic like boom. Wrote a song about it, like to hear it go. Style will hit you, wham, then goddamn.